JKB back with another episode. Today on the show I'm reviewing Paperball Deluxe. Thank you to the publisher for the review copy. Paperball Deluxe is considered to be a racing platform arcade game, and in that sense it definitely is all of those. I think it's very safe to say if you're a fan of Super Monkey Ball, you'll be right at home in terms of the gameplay physics and its mechanics. The main goal of the game is to get the ball to the end of the level through the finish line, and you do this by actually controlling the ground itself in all of these levels. You can do that with the analog left stick, or you can turn on motion controls and use the Joy-Con or the Pro Controller. If I was to create a game like this, the two things I would focus on would be the level design and the physics. And I have to say right off the bat, they've pretty much nailed both of those in this game. However, I will say that using the motion controls is much harder than using the analog stick. While the game is heavily inspired by Super Monkey Ball, I did feel like it was some sort of, I don't know, indie version of that game. While I will not sit here and clap my hands and say, congratulations, you've created the most unique game ever, I will say level design is at a top notch, and I'm very impressed with that as well. The game features 250 unique levels, and a game of this nature at this price with that much content, I have to applaud. In terms of the gameplay modes, you'll see 7 that are included with the game, one being Rush, which is how fast you can get to the end of the level, and probably my favorite, which would be the multiplayer, where you take control of your own ball, and your second player also plays with their ball, and it's basically who can get to the end of the level first. And yeah, I'm laughing at that because I'm extremely immature because I said ball and playing with that. You probably should unsubscribe. There's also one very important feature in the game I need to bring up, and that is you can have many different skins to customize your balls. Now, another important aspect of this game is the music, because it kind of drives the gameplay. If you've got dull, boring music in a game like this, then you don't really push yourself to get to the end of the level as fast as possible. So while I think a lot of people would expect sort of generic music, there was quite a bit of catchy tunes in this game that felt like they belonged in an odd way, and it kind of added to the gameplay and amped you up to get to the end of the level at a quicker pace, which led to a lot of death. So overall, it's the type of game that I would consider to be the budget version of Super Monkey Ball, but on some levels, I feel like it's a little bit higher than that, and I think they've done an amazing job with the level creation and how creative it gets. It is very challenging. That is another thing I need to bring up before I give it a score. This goes from simple, like your grandmother could do it. You know, I'm not bashing grandmothers. My grandmother actually can play Mario Kart, and there's probably a chance she can beat you at that, and I'm not making that up, but I'm saying that most people can beat the beginning of this game. As it gets deeper into these levels, I can't even do them. And I'm being honest with you guys, these are ridiculous. So if you're looking for a challenge on top of just an amazing little arcade game, this is totally worth getting. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10 and say, if you're into these arcade ball rolling games, this one's kind of a must-own in terms of not spending a ton of money on it and getting a ton of content. This is where it's at. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like my reviews, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next episode of JKB.